Hi everyone, it's Michelle. I've had a lot of people that wanted me to do tutorials on the flowers that I've been making, and this is the flower that I'm going to be doing right now. It's a fabric flower, and here I have two examples of ones that I've already made. This one is kind of a maroon with white polka dots, and it has a big button in the center. And I used 5 different petals on these flowers. And then this one is the same concept as far as how I sewed the flower, but it has a golden and pearlescent button in the center. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what you're going to need are 5 rectangles, and the ones that I've cut out right here are 2 inches by 1.5, and I have 5 of those cut out. And what you're also going to need is a needle, and you want it to be kind of thin so that it can go through the fabric. And I also have about 24 inches of that on my string, or I'm sorry, on my needle. You're also going to need some sort of embellishment. For instance, on this one we have a button. So I have some different ones that I could use for this. I have this button here. I have this orange button. And I also have this kind of iridescent crystal button. And you'll notice on all the backs there is a little bit sticking up, and I really like using these because when I put my hot glue on there, I put it around that little knob there. So just a little tip there. What you're going to want to do is start with any of those 5 pieces, and you're going to want to create a running stitch on 3 of the 4 sides, leaving one of them open. So you're going to start, and you're just going to weave that in and out. That's called a running stitch. And it doesn't matter if the little stitches are perfect, just so that it gathers. And then you're going to want to go onto this line right here with your stitch, pull that through, and do the same thing. Weaving in and out. And now we have that side done, so we're going to do this side here. Weaving in and out. Okay, so this one's completed. We've done 3 of the 4 sides. You're just going to pull that down to kind of the bottom of your thread. So this is what it should look like, and it should kind of be creating, once it's pulled like this, a little petal here. Okay, so let's do the same thing with all 4 of the others, and I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. And then what you're going to want to do is just kind of squish them together. I'll show you how to do that. Grab both sides of the thread and just kind of squish them together. Bunch them up. Okay? You want it pretty tight so that there's not a big gap in the middle when we tie them together. take both sides of the string, and you're just going to want to tie that pretty tight without breaking the thread. And then you're going to want to knot that, I'd say, between 4 and 5 times. Now you're just going to want to kind of peel those petals back, shape them a little bit, and then you're going to want to unfold them. So put your finger in there and push that out and kind of curl the petal down. Okay, and do that to all of the petals. Put your finger in there and kind of twist that down. Once you've done this, you'll get the visual of what the flower is going to look like. Okay, so there's our little flower. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot glue gun and I am going to put this orange center in the middle there. So this is what I was talking about with that little knob on there. All you have to do is just put a little bit of glue right here in the center. And then put that button right there in the center. And then you just want to squeeze down a little bit so that it forms to the fabric. And there you have your flower. Now what you want to do is take your scissors and just cut off that excess. And there's your little flower. And on these, I actually put a backing on them. You're going to want to do that to this one too, unless you're just using it for yourself, and you can just use your hot glue gun and just put it down. Okay? So it's pretty simple, as you can see. I would say that just about anyone can make these, which is kind of fun. They're very addicting and fun to make. So this is what this style looks like. And this is the tutorial that I'll be doing next. This is the 5-petal flower. It's a little bit different, and I'll show you how to make this one next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.